Hello, I'm Tauni. Welcome to Yoga 413. Today's Vinyasa flow class is going to focus on releasing some stress and tension from the neck and the shoulders, whether that's from just being stressed out and carrying some tension or constantly looking down at our devices or at screens. This is going to help counteract all of that. So I hope you enjoy the practice. If you do, please let me know by liking or commenting, sharing it with a friend, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel because that really helps me grow my channel. So let's go ahead and step onto our mat and get started. So we're going to begin our class just in an easy seated comfortable position. I invite you to just place your hands right there on your knees, either palms down or up, whatever's comfortable for you. Close your eyes. And I want you to just start to focus on the breath. So take a nice big inhale in through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Try that again. Take a nice big breath in. Notice how the ribs expand, the belly expands. Exhale through the mouth. Let it all go. And we're going to continue those nice long deep breaths. But this time just inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And with every exhale, I invite you to just let go of distractions, let go of anything that might be on your mind today. We're just going to set it aside during our time on the mat. Let's bring our hands to our hearts and just set a personal intention for your practice today. Let's reach the arms up over your head, gazing upward, and then just take that right arm down and just stretch through the side body. Let's reach both arms back up, sit up nice and tall, and just exhale to the other side to just a nice side body stretch and out of that low back. We're going to rise up and you're going to do that again. And as you exhale, I want you to just start to release that shoulder down away from your ears. And I want you to see if you can gaze up and gently just pull that arm back. So it's very slight. Let's try that on the other side. So reaching up, sitting up tall, going to the other side so you're lengthening and then just gently opening the chest by pulling that shoulder back. Let's bring it back up, and this time we're going to take our hands right here behind the head, nice and gentle, and we're just going to start to drop the chin towards the chest. So we're not going to pull or push on that neck. The hand's just there for just a little bit of weight. Now we're going to start to bring the eyes up. See if you can take it up to the ceiling and notice how the shoulders start to open, your elbows are going to come back. Good, try that again. So the chin's going to come to the chest, and this time, I want you to start to pull the belly muscles in and round that low back. So kind of like cat pose. And then inhale, open everything up. Elbows pull back. Good, nice stretch, eyes come up. Let's try that one more time. So coming down, pull the belly in, chin towards chest, and then open everything up. Good. Let's release out of that. Take the hands back down to those knees. So we're going to drop the chin towards the chest, and I want you to just roll over to that right shoulder, taking that ear to the shoulder. And then take that left hand and press it down anywhere towards that mat, just flexing that hand, pressing through the palm. Lifting back up, taking the chin to the chest again, rolling over to that left side. Good, just taking that ear to the shoulder. and then pressing down through that right hand. So just a real nice stretch there for the neck. Good. Let's come back up. Let's come on to all fours. So we're just going to turn to all fours and start to flow through cow and cat. So inhale to open up that chest. Exhale, round the spine. And again, so in a vinyasa practice, we move with our breath. Let's do that one more time. Good. Finding a neutral spine, take the knees wide, sit back for that extended child's pose. Let's lift it back up. Draw those knees in underneath the hips. And we're going to take that right hand underneath. We're going to come into a half knot, keeping the hips up. Just lower the head and the shoulder down to the mat. And you can use your mat as resistance as you try to gently pull that arm back. You'll feel that really nice opening through those shoulder blades and through the back of the shoulder. So we're going to press back up and try that on the other side. So again, your hips stay over the knees, palm is up, thread that needle through, bring it on down to the mat. Let's come back up and we're going to step to our first downward facing dog. So hips are up, feet and hands hip and shoulder distance apart, and let's start to pedal out those feet. And we're going to find some stillness here in our down dog. Hips lifting, heels reaching for the mat. Let's step the feet to the top of the mat. And we're going to come into ragdoll. So just bend the knees as much as you need to. And I want you to just cradle your elbows in the opposite palms. And then just gently sway side to side. So just relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Top of the head's just dropping down towards the mat. And then come to the center and just find some stillness. Releasing the hands down to the mat. We're going to roll it up one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. We're going to come into mountain pose. Palms are forward, shoulders down your back. Let's reach the arms up. Take that right arm down and just stretch through the side. Again, that shoulders gently pulling back. Again, inhale, lift it up. Exhale to the other side. Let's come up and take the hands behind you. We're going to add our first chest expansion here. Just interlace those hands. Now I have a towel here, so you can also use that if your hands do not connect. And I want you to start to lift away from the low body. And then start to turn your gaze up. And then come into your first forward fold with a chest expansion. Allow gravity to help you. With those arms, just open everything up. Good. So use your core strength, start to engage the back of the body and come all the way up to stand. Good. We're going to release the towel or release your hands. Reach the arms up and come into your forward fold. Let's lengthen the spine to your half lift. Those shoulders pull back and then fold forward. Stepping back to plank pose. Knees are going to find the mat. Lower all the way down to the mat. And come into a Cobra Pose. Hips are down on the mat. Elbows are bent. Let's release and press back to downward facing dog. Stepping the feet forward, lengthen the spine, and fold. Inhale, reach the arms up, bringing the hands to the heart center. So now we're going to step our left foot back and come into Warrior Two. Just take a moment to glance down. You should have heel to arch alignment, and just come into Warrior Two. Now we're going to take that right arm, we're going to sweep it close to us and then add eagle arm. Excuse me, I can't get my words out. So either the palms touching or maybe you're here with back of the hands. You can lift the elbows to make this stretch a little bit more intense for the back of the shoulders and that upper back. And then stretch the arms out and come into reverse warrior, gazing upward. Good, coming back to Warrior Two. So now we're going to interlace our hands behind us, open up the chest, and come down onto the inside of that knee. So any tension here in the neck, just let it all go. Just let the top of the head drop down towards the mat. Good, then bring it all the way back up. Reach your arms up. You're going to turn your toes forward and we're going to come into a straddle, reaching for the outsides of the feet. Gently just turn the head side to side, forward and back. Soften and then find stillness. Let's bring the hands up to the waist and come up nice and strong with a flat back. Good. Now we're just going to do that to the back of the mat. So we're going to turn those left toes out again. Check that alignment. And then your shoulders are right over those hips. Come into Warrior Two. Left arm close to the body. Wrap it around. Add those eagle arms. Palms or back of the hands touching. Stretching those arms back out. Reverse warrior, gaze up. And then lift it back up. We're going to add that chest expansion again, switching the grip, opposite finger on top, bow down to the inside of that knee. Bring it all the way up, nice and strong. Turn the toes in one more time. This time, hands to that low back. Open up that chest. Your elbows are going to pull back. And then just lean it down forward into your straddle. Taking the hands to the mat and just walking underneath with those hands. And once again, release any tension, just gently turning the head or maybe some circles, and then find that stillness. Good. Start to walk those hands underneath you. Bring it to the waist and stand it up. Good. Step the feet together. Let's balance. So we're gonna do dancer pose. So we're gonna start with a quad stretch. So you're gonna balance on that left foot. Let's just pick up the right. So holding on to the top of the foot now, gently pressing the hips forward. Now to open up the shoulder, you're gonna switch your grip to the inside of that foot, lengthen and reach forward. Pressing that foot into the hand. Let's release out of that pose. You can shake that out. Let's try it on the other side. So find that balance. Just grow tall. Come into that quad stretch first. Then switch the grip, opening up the shoulder, grabbing onto the inside of the foot. Reaching through that right arm and lean forward and press that foot actively into that left hand. And stand it back up. You can shake that out. Nice job. Let's step to the top of our mat again. Reach your arms up and fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, half lift, and fold. Stepping back to plank pose. Shifting forward, lower all the way down to the mat in one straight line. Peel that chest up for cobra, so your tops of the feet are on the mat. Just hold here, and I want you to just feel your shoulders coming down your back, away from your ears. Slowly lower down. So now we're going to stretch our right arm directly out straight from the shoulder, and we're going to bend our left knee. Gently start to roll over onto that right side. Be real careful though. This is a great stretch for the front of the shoulder. You can lower your head down and just wherever it feels comfortable. And that left foot is just for support. Good. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to take the left arm out, palm is down. Bend that right knee and then roll over onto your side, stretching the chest and the front of that shoulder. Good. Bring it back onto your back. And press it all the way back to a child's pose. Good, so now we're just going to thread the needle. So we're just going to bring the elbows in. You can widen your knees as much as you need to here in your child's pose. Just feet are touching. We're going to start with the right arm first, thread it underneath closest to you. So now the palm is up. And now we're going to cross the left in front of that and then lower down, reaching those arms in opposite directions. Let's start to bend those elbows to come out of it. Coming back to where we started, and then we're just going to start leading with that left arm first. It's closest to you. Crossing the right arm in front. Pulling those arms in opposite directions. Just extend it out the best you can. Good. Let's lift it up. And flip the feet around to have a seat on your mat. Good. We're going to take it all the way down. We're going to go into a bridge pose. So feet are hip distance apart, hands are just at your sides. Let's press the hips up. And then just start to walk your shoulder blades together. Maybe interlacing, adding that chest expansion. Let's come down, drop the knees wide, feet touching. Taking a few breaths here, and then we're just going to repeat that chest expansion. And if you interlaced, or that bridge pose, excuse me, and on that pose, so let's just go into it, lifting the knees up. We're going to go right back into that bridge pose, walking your shoulders together. And if you did interlace your hands the last time, now try it again, but again with the opposite finger on top. So we're just switching our grip. Coming down out of the pose. Let's interlace our hands behind the head and just keep those elbows nice and wide and relaxed. Taking the feet to the edges of the mat and just start to do some windshield wipers, just dropping both knees over to one side and the other. Good, one more time on each side, just nice and slow. Let's bring it back up and extend the legs out. Palms are just open to the sky, to the ceiling at your sides. Just close your eyes. Take a nice big breath in. And then as you exhale, if you feel tension anywhere left in your body, just let it go. Try that again. One more deep breath. And then exhale, let it go. Now ever so gently, just soften those knees, roll onto your side. And then help yourself up to have a seat on your mat. We're going to drop our chin to our chest and just gently roll side to side. So any tension we might be carrying left in that neck and shoulder area, just let it all go. Coming back to center, lifting the chin, opening the eyes, bringing the hands to the heart, and from my heart to yours, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for class today. Have a blessed day.